Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jeremy Jeffcoat. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics and maybe a little beyond. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind, 256-234-6221. You can also dial us up on the Sports Blitz or the Auburn Blitz Facebook page or the Auburn Blitz YouTube page. And comment away. We'll get to as many of those as we can throughout the show today as well. As always, we appreciate all of you out there being with us. You can catch us anytime, 12 to 1, Monday through Friday. We'd love to hear from you and know what's going on, what you think about everything going on. It was another good night for Auburn basketball as they took down Mississippi State last night, 88-66, kind of a little bit of a surprising score, to be perfectly honest with you. We'll talk about that game, dive into those numbers a little bit, bounce around the SEC a little bit, see what Bruce Pearl had to say about the win last night as well. This will be our only time on before the national championship game is played. So we'll try to talk about that game a little bit, Ohio State and Notre Dame. Maybe, take a look back at those semifinals. They were pretty good games.
Yep.
They talk about the ratings not being what they want them to be, but I don't really care.
Yeah, and look, we don't care.
Yeah.
I promise you the conferences and the TV networks and the people who fund college football care a lot.
Yeah, when did 20 million people, almost 21 million people, be a bad night?
Yeah, well, I think there's a big part of this, and that has to do with timing, right? And yes, I know the NFL wasn't playing Thursday and Friday. And it was look, if you just want to go Thursday to Monday, 5 great days of football, man, between the NFL playoffs and the college football playoffs, 5 great days of football. Nobody has 5 days to devote to football. You have to pick and choose a little bit. I think it's something college football needs to really look at the calendar and how they manage this situation going forward, because if you're competing with the NFL, you will lose.
Yeah.
Every single time. It's the biggest brand in America in sports, and you're not going to beat it. Maybe you make some adjustments to the calendar of when things start and how they finish, and try to get some time that's your own time.
Yeah. Makes sense. Well, Saturday is the day, for college football, and when you veer away from that.
Yeah.
It never seems to work out well.
That's right.
That's for sure. So unless it's that Monday, national championship game, which will be January the 20th. So just next Monday, Ohio State and Notre Dame. Again, we'll talk about that a little bit. If you got anything you'd like to bring up, new subject, again, give us a call, 256-234-6221, and we'll dive into that. But last night, look, Janai Broome, I got an opportunity. I mentioned this, went to South Carolina, enjoyed that game. It was great. When he went down, the entire arena went deathly silent.
Yeah.
Even South Carolina fans were very respectful. They were, they understood the moment, and when they had to carry him off, no weight on that foot, you knew it was going to be an issue. You didn't know how bad of an issue it was going to be. So glad that it wasn't a broken bone.
Yep.
He looked like he was moving around fairly well last night, so that's a good sign. Maybe it won't be that long, but Auburn moves to the number 1 team in the country, and you think, well, you lose your the presumptive National Player of the Year. That's going to be a big loss.
Certainly a top 2 or 3 candidate.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly.
Cooper Flagg's doing some amazing stuff right now, too.
He ain't bad.
Yeah. And let me say this to my Auburn fan friends. I think Auburn fans, being fans,
yeah,
a little too close to the situation. Oh, my God, we lost Janai Broome. Can we win another basketball game, right?
Yeah.
Auburn's roster, this basketball team, is a top 10 team without him, okay? I'll just say that up front. They're a top 10 team if he doesn't come back. Janai Broome takes them from a top 10 team to a legitimate national title contender. That's the difference. It's a really good top 10 basketball team, whether Janai Broome's out there or not.
Yeah.
I he just adds an element that takes it to a whole other level.
I think it was also hey, we're struggling with the worst team in the SEC on the road. But you saw last night, again, I mean, anybody can beat anybody in this league.
It is all about performance. You know, we watched a really good, I think, Final Four contending Tennessee team just get,
boat raced.
And then you saw it last night with Alabama. Not that Ole Miss is a legit top 25 team.
Very good.
They're good. But, I wasted an hour and a half of my night last night watching some of that. I mean, Grant Nelson's a really good free throw shooter. He went 3 for 7. Mark Sears is the leading scorer in the SEC. He goes 2 for 8 from the field.
Yeah.
He only took 8 shots. Anyway, it was one of those, I think, relative to the product he has to work with, probably the worst performance by a Nate Oates team that I remember, relative to the talent on the floor.
Yeah, just could not buy a bucket.
Clifford Murray plays 13 minutes in the game. Was he in the doghouse? Would he, the whole team was playing bad. I'm not sure you can put it on a Murray, but,
Right.
But that can happen to you, and it will happen. You're going to have bad games.
Sure.
And the question is, when you have a bad game, are you playing a team that can take advantage of it? And Alabama was last night. Tennessee was when they played Florida. And, you have a bad game. Some teams can take advantage. Some teams can't.
It was an interesting, you wondered how Auburn, what the mindset would be coming into this game. And they, unlike the fans, felt like, hey, we are a good team. And I felt like maybe they needed to make a statement to say, yes, we miss Janai Broome. He is a great player, and we're going to welcome him back, and it's going to be but we got this until he gets back.
Yeah. Chad Baker-Mazara is an outstanding
46
player.
points in the first half.
Cardwell's an outstanding player. They're great players on that team. Like I said, it's a top 10 team with or without him. But he just takes it to a whole other level. But, yeah, probably a little bit of prove it last night by the players.
And you mentioned CBM, Chad Baker-Mazara comes out. I think he has like the first 10 points of the game.
Yeah.
And they jump out 10-0, and, Mississippi State's calling timeout. From then on out, the crowd was, going berserk. And it was not – it was as much Auburn's defense. South Carolina, kind of took it to Auburn a little bit, especially down low, and kind of had their way with Auburn a little bit. Auburn comes out in this game. Mississippi State was, I think, averaging 84 points a game coming into this. They end up with 66. Shoot 34 or 35% from the field. I think they were averaging making 9 threes a game. They had 3, I think, in this game. Shot 12% from behind the arc. They did shoot right on the nose, 70.4%. That was their average coming in from the free throw line. So they did dominate the boards, though, 42-30.
Yeah.
But it's weird in games like this. Auburn was making so many shots, they didn't have a lot of opportunities for offensive rebounds. But 20 of those were offensive rebounds from Mississippi State. That's, again, kind of a concerning stat. For the last 3 games, Auburn has gotten out-rebounded.
Yeah, and you worry about it, right? But it's one of those things too where Janai Broom helps that.
Yeah.
When he gets back, and you know, a lot of times, it's where you're taking the shots. Teams that take more outside shots tend to get more offensive rebounds because you get longer boards.
Right.
If you're pounding it in there, you're not going to get as many. So sometimes that has to do with it too. And the coaches will break it down on film, and they know, like, sometimes it's just the way the ball is bouncing, and sometimes it's effort, and sometimes it's technique, and you know, whatever.
The other big stat was that Mississippi State was coming into the game, only turned the ball over, I think, 9 times a game. They turned it over 16 times in this game. And, again, that is due to Auburn's defense. They turned it up a notch and really got after it. And everybody in the SEC, I guess, is a different team at home versus, you know, on the road. Auburn is especially different in Neville Arena. That is a special place to play, and definitely it makes a huge difference with this Auburn team. 11 steals for this Auburn team. I think they had 10 blocks as well in the game. So up and down the floor in every position, everybody stepped up. Chaney Johnson especially, he had a huge game. Chad Baker-Mazara had a huge game. I think he had 20. So those two guys leading the way. That was a big and you want your guys to step up. Those two guys did it. So
Chaney Johnson's another one, uber talented guy. You know, Chad Baker-Mazara,
probably the most underrated.
Probably the most underrated players on the team.
I don't disagree.
Nationally,
yeah. We got to take our first break here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Get up your fall with Adams Motorsports in Montgomery. This season, experience the thrill of the open road like never before. From sleek motorcycles to powerful ATVs to versatile side-by-sides, we've got everything you need to fuel your passion for adventure. Whether Polaris, Suzuki, or Kawasaki, Adams sells and services the best. Go to where the journey begins. Visit us today or online for more information. From East Alabama's first family of power sports, Adams Motorsports of Montgomery.
Are you looking for a great deal on a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC full-size truck? Check them out. Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierras side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. Take your choice of brand new 2024 Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off, or 0% financing plus no payments till springtime. Here at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you, taking you up to 1 o'clock. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by who all are our sponsors? I was going to say I'm on
Russell Do It Centers?
No, I'm on Sports Blitz last night.
Yeah.
Sunshine Heating and Air. No. Russell Do It Center. They got 9 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do It Center. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big. No job is too small. Commercial or residential, give them a call today. And Sensa Green for air that's fresh and clean. Call Sensa Green. We go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline and welcome in our first caller today, Gary from Irondale. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Andy. Thank you for taking my call, and hope you and JJ are doing good today.
Doing well, thank you.
Good. I'm so glad to hear that. And I just got a couple of comments. Back when Janai Broom earlier in the season, when his shoulder went out in that game, we weren't sure what that was going to look like going forward. I called in the show and I made the comment that one thing that gave us a little bit of hope as far as that was concerned was the fact that we were a deep team, had a deep roster, and we had a good coach, and I stick by that. But also, we have got a senior-laden team, so that's to our advantage now. I sure don't expect Auburn or anybody else. Of course, there's only 2 undefeated teams conference-wise left, and I don't expect that to hold up. I feel like right now that the winner of the SEC regular season could have 3 or 5 losses, and we'll just see how that works out. Now, I don't know, but anyway, I was real tickled with the game last night, the effort and everything, and just I was a little bit concerned going in because Mississippi State does have a pretty good team, but I was a little bit concerned about it going in, but I was real tickled with that. But as far as the college football playoffs, a couple of things on that is I think they need to kind of get their timing down as when they're going to have the games and everything. College football is generally played on Saturdays, and I think that has a lot to do with it. And also, just to be perfectly honest with you, comes this championship game Monday night, I'm kind of pulling for both teams to lose. That's just me, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of faith if Ohio State gets their offense rolling. I would lean kind of heavily toward that direction. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you taking my call, and always it's a big wheel, and you guys have a good day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it is Jerry. Our old buddy. I'm not sure we had that right. If I'm not, no? Okay. Maybe so. Well, maybe we've had it wrong all along, man. All right, I'm really bad with voices, one or the other. All good points. We'll touch on that college football matchup in the segment, next segment. But I want to go back to some of the things that Bruce Pearl had to say about this game last night. He said you can't be anything but impressed. You can't. First of all, the crowd was amazing. We set a record tonight, the most students we've ever had in Neville Arena. Don't know how. I mean, that seems. How did you? It seems odd that for this game specifically. But I know a buddy of mine said his son is at Auburn, and I think they were like 5 or 3 hours waiting in line just to get in.
Yeah.
So campus, the students are back. They're flooding in. That was that's a huge difference. Welcome back to campus. Welcome back to school. What did we do while our students were gone? We felt the energy in the building. Our guys felt the energy. Hearing Chaney get introduced with the starters and the way the crowd and the students received him, I thought that was awesome. He went on to just talk about how the defensive effort, the praising Mississippi State as he always does, but that's where he often goes. It's more about the defensive effort, and that's where you see, if the team is really into it or not.
Yeah, it's, defensive effort always pays off because you're going to create turnovers. You're going to get easier shots. You're going to, and you're going to hold the other team down, which is all, all connected. Defensive effort's got to be. And that's the thing in basketball. Defense is all effort. It really is.
Well, it's like rebounding.
Yeah.
I mean, there is some technique to it, but it's more about just whoever wants it more.
Yeah.
I mean, there are guys like Dennis Rodman that, for whatever reason, just have a knack for it, but it's about effort. Lots of contributions. Miles Kelly and Chaney Johnson were plus 35. Miles Kelly having 8 defensive rebounds. Miles Kelly stepped up. He had a double-double. He had 10 boards in this game. And you lose a guy like John Broome, who's that big guy in the middle, other guys are going to have to step up. Otherwise, if he doesn't have if he doesn't have 10 boards in that game, Auburn gets, waylaid on the boards.
And it's so important too. Guards have to be willing to crash the boards.
Yeah,
they can't sit out at the 3-point line and just wait for something to break. Guards have to be willing to crash the boards too.
And if you got teams that, and you see that the best ones are the ones where all 5 guys. It's a mentality. Every time the shot goes up, all 5 guys crash.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that are the best at it. And it'll drive other teams crazy when you do that for sure. Got to take another break here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
The results are in, and Game Day Men's Health in Auburn has delivered. The certified medical team at Game Day Men's Health wants to help you feel better. Text 334-209-3706 to set up your free testosterone check and consult. Results back in as little as 15 minutes. Tired of feeling tired? Text 334-209-3706 to Game Day Men's Health in Auburn. They make you feel better.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some tremendous food in Montgomery or Auburn. 2 locations there. One newest location in Auburn on, East Glen. They got a wide variety of steaks and ribs. It's I can't describe it to you, but just they got probably the best selection of wine there in Auburn. So Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines, daily lunch specials. Go and check out their website, Steaks in Wine. That is the letter N, steaksinwine.com, and check out their daily lunch special. Again, we can verify the food is absolutely tremendous. Go and check them out today. Pick up something for the weekend. Cook it yourself. Have them cook it for you. However you want to do it, they can help you out there. Pepper Tree steaks and wine. Okay, JJ, Notre Dame and Penn State, both Notre Dame, Penn State, Ohio State, Texas, both were tremendous games.
They were.
Came down to the wire in both. Very entertaining. Were you surprised by anything that happened? Were you?
I was a little bit surprised that, and I guess it's kind of an all year thing, right? So the same way I was surprised that Carson Beck didn't perform better at Georgia this year. Again, Quinn Ewers I thought played fine, but I don't see anything that, it's like Texas had chances in that game to get up on to win that thing.
Right.
And just Ewers can make a throw here or there, but he's not great in crisis. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I would put more up. Well,
Quinn Ewers, by the way, declared for the draft today.
Did he really?
He did.
Okay, that was going to be expected, I think.
Yeah, it's either that or a transfer because that's Arch Manning's team next year.
Yeah. I put a lot of it on Sarkisian. I mean, if you've got the ball first down and goal at the
2.
1
well, it started
yard,
at the 2.
I know they got a penalty. It was at the 1 yard line. First down at the 1. And you end up 4th and 7. I mean, that's yeah.
Here's
you got to. I don't care. You got to score. You got to run it 4 times and just say, "Stop us."
I would take you back to a loss that Alabama had against Texas A&M years ago. They had Eddie Lacy in the backfield, 1st and goal at the 6. First run, it was over that left side. Chance Warmack, you remember, was over there. Ran it over the left side with Lacy. He goes from the 6 to the 2. And this is down by like 4 with, minutes left in the game.
Right.
Next 3 plays, pass. Now, that wasn't Sarkisian, so I'm not putting it, but it's similar, right? It's that thinking where sometimes a really great offensive mind will outthink themselves. Yeah. That toss play probably in practice was like, oh, we're going to get them right here, But with Ohio State speed on the outside, like I'm like you. If I'm running it on 1st down, I'm running it on 2nd down. Then I'm running it on 3rd down, and then I'm sneaking it on 4th down. I'm doing the tush push. I'm doing everything I can. Yeah. You're telling I call timeout, call my offensive line over there, and go 3 feet. You guys can't move them 3 feet.
Yeah.
Right?
Put Arch Manning in the game.
Yeah, do something. That toss play was probably a pretty defining moment in the loss.
No doubt.
And I saw Joe Klatt on Fox defending it. Oh, well, here's why he called that, and da-da-da-da-da. It's like, no. That does not make it a good call.
Luke brought up a great point last night. The Iron Bowl in the 19. Y'all are down there on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
If you get it, he throws it's on 1st down. He throws that little out instead of giving it up the middle, and it's picked off and run back 99 yards for a touchdown.
There are things that I like and don't like about the Philadelphia Eagles head coach, Nick Sirianni. But the one thing I do like, he's going to get that tush push now.
Yeah.
If he's got a yard to go, and he'll do it twice
every time.
Yeah.
But they get it every time.
As far as this game goes, Ohio State, it's like if you're racing somebody, right? Ohio State's driving a faster car. Yeah. They just are. They've got more speed, more talent, bigger playmakers than Notre Dame. However, let me say this. I love Marcus Freeman. I love everything about the way he coaches that team. I love the way he motivates that team. I love his attitude towards the game. There's nothing about Marcus Freeman that I don't like. So I'm sort of rooting for Marcus Freeman in this game, right? And but for them to win, they've got to make it ugly. They got to find a way to make it an ugly game.
With Ohio State?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be tough. Ohio State's, like you say, they're more talented. I've been very impressed with Notre Dame's defense, and I think they will be able to cause some challenges for Ohio State, but I think just overall, Notre Dame's offense is not good enough to score. They're just not good enough to score enough points in this game.
Yeah,
I think that's what it comes down.
That's why I say they got to make it ugly for them to win. This is going to have to be a game that's played. I think they've got to keep Ohio State to 24 to win this game. That's going to be hard to do. If it's me, look, bring 6 every time, right? I mean, make Will Howard throw under the most intense pressure he's ever thrown under.
Yeah.
And quick. No downfield passes. You're not going to have time for that. You're going to get it out quick. And, see what happens.
I think that's probably the only chance. Yeah. Of course, then again, I've been wrong, so they may surprise.
Haven't we all?
That's true.
Riley Leonard will go like 28 for 36 for 380 and 4 touchdowns or something. Yeah.
Up against another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area. Go ahead and mark your calendars, sports fans. The Alabama State Games are returning to the Magic City of Birmingham, Jefferson County, and surrounding communities June 13th through the 15th, 2025. We're talking about 20-plus sports open to athletes of all ages and abilities. The 42nd Alabama State Games will be something to behold. Mark your calendars now and be ready to go when registration opens. Visit allegains.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more exciting announcements.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Just a couple of more segments left in today's show. Give us a call, 256-234-6221. Kind of bouncing around the SEC. As we mentioned, Auburn, the number one team in the country. That never gets old in saying that. Defeats again, Mississippi State, not a bad team. Actually, a really, really good team comes in there. Auburn's up by 26 at one point. Ends up winning it by 22-88.
It's going to take a monumental effort to knock Auburn off in Neville Arena. It's just
Tennessee's coming.
Yeah.
And that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Auburn heads to Georgia, and then they get that bye, so they got a week.
This Georgia team coming up Saturday can play a little bit. They're not a bad team.
But Auburn goes to Georgia. They come back home and play Tennessee. That's going to be a really, really big game. Ole Miss and Alabama. Ole Miss, the number 21 team, a really, really good team, goes into Tuscaloosa and wins by 10. You said
it's and I'm not digging on Nate Oates here because I think he's done a great job. I think he's a great coach. That being said, it was relative to the talent level available at Alabama, I think the worst performance by a Nate Oates team since he's been there. They just had no interest. It reminded me of that Tennessee game with Florida. They just had no interest. And had Alabama been playing Florida, they probably would have gotten beat by 30. They just didn't look like they had any interest in being there. Only attempted 23s.
An Alabama team under Oates scoring 64 points. You're like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
I mean, they're leading the country.
3 offensive rebounds in the whole game. They're averaging like 18. Yeah. 3 offensive rebounds the whole game. Just a really, really pathetic performance.
Kentucky gets the win over Texas A&M, 81-69. That's back-to-back losses for Texas A&M.
Where was that game played?
Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah. Missouri goes into Florida and wins 83-82. Again, Missouri, very good team.
Yesterday, I was ready to put Florida on my top line in the SEC. In that Group 1. Now I don't even know.
Well, we're talking about how difficult it is to go on the road, and I mean, doggone, Ole Miss goes on the road and wins. Missouri goes on the road in 2 of the most difficult places to play in the country, in the league. So it's weird. Arkansas goes into LSU. Arkansas, who would have thought with Calipari, 0-4 to start the season?
I'm not shocked. I think it's going to take Calipari a year or two to kind of get that thing going. And, is Calipari going to break with his tradition, and is he going to start using the portal next year? And is he going to stick with, team full of one-and-dones? And, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll see. If they don't win, he may be forced to change.
Well, I think Calipari is going to find out, because I think in Calipari's mind, kids came there to play for Calipari. I think he's going to find out over the next year or two the power of the brand of Kentucky in basketball. That it's kind of like the brand of Duke or North Carolina, right? I mean, if you're a Duke player, you're a Duke player for life. If you're a Kentucky basketball player, you're a Kentucky player for life. And it's just. So I think if he better learn to do things a little bit differently, because Arkansas, as great of a basketball program as it is, and it's been a good one, is not Kentucky.
No, not yet. No, Boss Hogg had it there on the same par on the same level for a short time.
Oh yeah, you could do that in the short term. I'm just talking about
long term for sure.
Yeah, just in terms of, if I say Arkansas basketball, nobody goes ooh. Yeah. Even when Nolan was there, right? And so, but you say Kentucky basketball, people stand up and take notice.
That's true. Tonight you got South Carolina at Vandy, a game only a mother could love.
Yeah.
At 5 o'clock on the SEC Network. Georgia is at Tennessee, so we'll get if you want to preview of this weekend with Auburn going to Athens. Now on the road, teams play different at home. You can expect probably a better effort, but you'll get at least a sense. This Georgia team 14-2, going to 15-1 Tennessee. That's a big game.
It is, and Tennessee after the Florida loss, their level of is not
mindset. You always wonder how do teams take losses.
Yep.
That's a big part of it. I mean, mentality of these teams going forward. You know what?
Margin for error. That's the word I was looking for. If you're Tennessee, it's not like Alabama last night. Alabama losing to Ole Miss at home last night. Don't lose another home game.
Yeah.
Your margin for error just went way down because it's going to be tough on the road. Tennessee with that blowout loss to Florida, that's another one, like I said about the Alabama game last night. Down the road, when it comes time for the selection committee, that's the kind of game that can keep you off the 1 line and put you at a 2, or keep you off the 3 line and put you at a 4.
All 3 games on the SEC Network, 5, 7, and 9. Georgia and Tennessee at 7. And in the old classic SEC Red River rivalry, Texas and Oklahoma. Tonight, 11-5, Texas going to 13-3, Oklahoma. After Oklahoma started 13-0, I've had a little trouble here. So
I thought the 13-0 was a little,
Yeah.
There's different kinds of 13-0.
That's true. They are in need of a victory here, and they are favored by 2.5 for whatever that means. Let's see. Tennessee's 11.5 over Georgia, and Vandy is 9.5 over South Carolina. Interesting.
South Carolina may jump into that.
I might take South Carolina with that one.
Yeah.
With the points. For sure.
I kind of like South. I like their coach.
Yeah. We've got to take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Wednesday, right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Go ahead and mark your calendars, sports fans. The Alabama State Games are returning to the Magic City of Birmingham, Jefferson County, and surrounding communities June 13th through the 15th, 2025. We're talking about 20-plus sports open to athletes of all ages and abilities. The 42nd Alabama State Games will be something to behold. Mark your calendars now and be ready to go when registration opens. Visit alagames.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more exciting announcements.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Wednesday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. As I mentioned, Auburn headed to Georgia, to Athens this weekend, to take on the Georgia Bulldogs. Alabama going to Rupp, I believe, right?
That's right, headed to Rupp Arena.
So that, coming off a loss like that, that's going to be a pretty important.
It's either going to be a tough game or it's going to be a great opportunity for a rebound.
Well, like Mike Dubose always used to say, with every great challenge comes great opportunity. Great opportunity.
Or as Mike Shula once said, we're trying some stuff and doing some things.
That's right. I don't know what I was going to say some witticisms from two great minds. But
trying some stuff and doing some things.
Yeah, there you go. It is January the 14th.
14th.
No, it's
15th.
the 15th.
Yes.
January the 15th. On this day, 1967, Super Bowl I. Super Bowl I, Green Bay Packers defeated the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
I believe 27-0.
So the Chiefs were not matriculating it down the field.
They were not. Did end up winning one Super Bowl, but not the first one. On this day, 1978, the Cowboys won Super Bowl, beating the Denver Broncos, 35. The first loss for the Broncos, I believe.
Broncos were. I'm trying to remember the Broncos 78 team. I don't
remember much about it. That was before my time.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys lost a lot of they lost quite a few.
Now was that Danny White Cowboys or Roger Staubach Cowboys?
Staubach, I think.
It was right at the end of Staubach then. Okay.
Yeah. And on this day, 1994, Lawrence Taylor announced his retirement.
Probably the greatest outside linebacker that's ever played the game.
I was going to say, I mean, if not him, who would it be?
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, and remember, outside linebackers were not edge rushers. You know, all these edge rushers getting these massive paychecks now can thank Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. I mean, he basically created the strip sack.
I heard Lawrence Taylor tell a really funny story about Bill Belichick. Said when Parcells got the Giants job, you know, because Ray Perkins was head coach, left to go to Alabama.
Yeah.
Parcells was the defensive coordinator, and he gets the head coaching job. Well, he hired Belichick, promoted Belichick to defensive coordinator. Belichick was the assistant special teams coach. And he moved him to defensive coordinator, and Lawrence Taylor went to Parcells. He goes, doesn't this guy need to be over there like holding on field goal attempts? He doesn't know what he's doing, da-da-da-da-da. And said Parcells looked at him and said, look, all those defenses I've been drawing up for you every week, he's been really doing most of the work anyway. So I just gave him the job. And Taylor's like, oh, well, okay. You know, it's all right.
It turns out he's not bad at coach.
Yeah, not bad, yeah.
Not bad. Happy birthday today, Lloyd Bridges, the great Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah.
Very funny guy.
Picked the wrong day to quit sniffing glue.
Airplane may be the funniest movie of all time. Maybe. And Lloyd Bridges is a big part of that. Yeah, just very, very funny. Born on this day, Ronnie Van Zant. Born on this day, 1948.
Great Southern poet, lead singer and songwriter for Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Died in a plane crash in Mississippi in 1977. Yeah.
Born on this day, Charo.
Really?
1951. 74 years old, Charo.
I can tell you right now, being 53 years old, had you not brought that up today, there's a good chance that Charo might never have crossed my mind again in my lifetime.
I would imagine that's probably true.
Yeah.
Probably one of the first people famous for being famous.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what she
did. An
did.
early version of Paris Hilton or something?
Yeah, maybe so, yeah. Chicka was something, I don't know. Lisa, born on this day, 1967.
And her band Cult Jam.
Cult Jam, Cult Jam, yeah. Followed her everywhere she went. Pitbull.
Oh, the rapper.
Pitbull, born on this day.
You know what? I had no idea who Pitbull was till he started doing Dr. Pepper commercials.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I remember, I mean, I didn't know who he was until he did like one of the Super Bowl halftime shows or something. He did something that had to do with it. I think he did like the pregame show or something. And I don't know who that guy is, but I think he's made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Pitbull. Also born on this day, Ben Shapiro, political commentator.
Oh, yeah. He's the real fast-talking guy.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Well, short guy, Jewish guy. I don't know how short he is. I shouldn't say that. He's not a large man. But born on this day, Chad Lowe, brother of Rob Lowe.
Okay.
Actor.
Is he an actor? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, not as famous as his brother.
Obviously.
Not as handsome, I guess. Maybe. He was the lesser of the. He was the
what's
lesser.
What's he been
of
in? I mean,
do what?
What's he been in?
I don't know.
Okay.
But he was married to Hillary Swank.
Okay.
Is that?
This is another one where had you not brought up Chad Lowe today. It is within the realm of possibility that I might never have thought about Chad Lowe.
You've probably seen him on a TV. I think he's more of a television actor than a movie.
I got you.
So you've probably seen him and go, I didn't even know that was Rob Lowe's brother.
I got
also Regina King. You've seen her in a lot of stuff. Does commercials. She was in one of the daughters in 227.
Okay.
Remember that show?
I do.
And she's got. She was. Well, I can't think of any movies she's been in, but you've seen her 1,000 times probably and didn't even know it. Character actor. So there you go. There's On Your Day, and that's just from my brain. No net today. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. He's JJ. I'm Andy. Be sure to join us tomorrow. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.